Welcome to AutoWorld of Conway, where today we'll be previewing outstanding example of an early 60s Chevrolet. This one, 1964 Chevrolet Nova Super Sport. This is not a badged up recreation, this is the real deal. So we'll spend a little bit of time understanding her true quality. As you can probably already tell, a pretty high-end restored car. Well optioned. We'll get under the bonnet here in just a minute. You see the automatic shifter handle there, white interior, and this paint that I think you've heard of a 2-foot shine. This is probably a 6-foot deep shine. Highly polished and finished. This is a show car that has been driven and enjoyed since the restoration, and to me shows no signs of use. You might be able to find them, but after spending the last several hours with her, I tell you, she's exceptional. All the chrome, bright work, and stainless presents as new. Your rally wheels, those are 15-inch wheels with the shallow covers. Everywhere you look, just absolute beauty. The weather stripping felt. This car was blown into a million pieces. The glass out, repainted. So you see the 6 there on the lower fender to indicate that this was a 6-cylinder Super Sport. That's the way it came. But clearly by now you already know what to expect under the hood. Crate 350. See some billet accessory brackets. Power steering. Power disc brakes. Head hugger headers. Polished intake, carburetor by Edelbrock. There's a trim tag. 64 for 64, 04 for Super Sport, and the 4 for a 2-door hardtop. Electric choke functions. You also see HEI distributor. No disappointments. Goodness gracious. This car has 6,000 miles since the restoration. Now these pistons on these hood hinges are weak, so it does require a prop rod. Let's see if I can find a replacement. The only flaw in the paint that we can find, I want to point out because it won't show up in the pictures, it's real tiny. It's right there on the hood. This paint, aquamarine metallic. Base coat, clear coat. Try to catch this in the sun so that way you could see how radiant and how it dances. These pictures don't really do this color justice. And now these door handles, I have the factories. And they'll be included along with a box of other parts and receipts. But it's something that's easy to change. They call it clean hand work. Horn blows, wipers, you got the knee knocker tack down here. All the gauges function. Now this has a 200 R4 automatic overdrive that's been recently installed. And so the button to the left down here, you touch that and it'll drop into overdrive. And when you're in the city, you can turn that off. AM radio, FM, digital. And not many people know what this is. Tissue holder. And here's the aux cord for the music if you choose. Those does have bucket seats. This hump hugger console. It's removable. I'm a sucker for white interior, and this just is awesome. A little bit of patina on this seat side there, original seat belts. Interior lights function. See the LED tail lights. Again, look at the body. These are all factory welds here. There's the stamping from the factory there. There it is again. This car has seen rain twice since 1996. The original owner sold it. Well, he didn't sell it, excuse me, he passed away. And we acquired it from the second owner. You can't make this up. This body is just insanely nice. So in this restoration album, I've got other receipts, but you can see there's the original poly blue, silver poly blue. Primer, bare metal here. That's what you want to see. And I don't find any signs of panel replacement or rust replacement on this car. So he did have the original 6-cylinder in it. Once it was restored, he then later removed that from the V8 version. At that time, he also put on the weld wheels. It's a little aggressive. I didn't need to do that. Let's go for a ride. The undercarriage of this car is detailed just as finely as the upper portions, and we'll get a video go into the shop after the test drive. Take a look at that as well. So then got my chauffeur. We'll check the radio here. I think Elvis was on earlier. and overdrive at them, or third gear. The switch on the dash to the left underneath is for overdrive. So then we got our main dealership. This is my 22nd year making videos such as this for customers all over the world. Old Glory flying high. What a beautiful day to be alive. I don't know that the clock functions or not, but I'll tell you in 5 minutes. Well-mannered car. So I suspect this has got a 373 or taller gear in the back. Without that overdrive, I bet she was screaming. 10-bolt rear turn signals. But you only use that when you're at highway speed. So when you come to stop or decelerate, you want to disengage that, just like other manual overdrive, electronically engaged overdrives. All right, so that's it. Let's go back to the shop, take a look underneath. So here we are in my office, and I've got a bunch of paperwork laid out. You've probably already seen several of the photos. However, a little bit of narration might be helpful. So we have the original owner's manual and protecto plate here. Let's see, there we go. Well, it's an appraisal in 1991. Copy of the original Virginia title in 1964. And this is, oh, I love this. How about filling it up for $4.30 at 21,000 miles. So this is the first 20,000 miles of the car is in this book, give or take. Okay, look at that. 16 miles. Absolutely amazing. So this is also an accessory pamphlet, sales pamphlet for wheels, hubcaps. You just don't get this type of documentation every day. Then, as far as ownership history, so this is a 200 car. I did make a mistake earlier. I thought I only had 5,000 on the engine. That was on the 200 R4. The engine was actually installed in 2008. This is an actual mileage title, actual documented mile car. So what you see on the odometer is what had just flipped over to 100,000. But you can see, again, the different receipts, all these different papers here for the March underdrive pulleys and MSD, the carburetor, the retro sound, receipts for everything, the engine documentation here. Let's see, where was it? There we go. So again, I'm not going to belabor everything. However, the new owner will be just proud to have, just as I would, the documentation that would accompany this car, from the paint swatches, carpet codes, every belt that's on the car, everything that's been purchased. It's all here. It's all here. So I hope this helps build a little bit of confidence in what a beautiful and amazing car that this is. 1964 Nova. AutoWorld of Conway, where we always have good cars for good people.